In the 2015-16 school year, we created exceptional opportunities and realized incredible success. I'm Erin Kelly. As the Director of Education for the Greater Essex County District School Board, I am privileged to personally witness the dedication of our staff and the hard work of our students that result in exceptional achievements. Our slogan, Every Learner, Every Day, articulates a collective attitude of continuous learning. We are teaching one another with a determination to advocate for ourselves, for others, and for new ideas. This is fulfilling our multi-year strategic plan, which is based on 3 principles: developing confident learners, engaging our communities, and practicing ethical stewardship. This year, we continued building tomorrow together, as you will see for yourself in my annual report. We have a growth mindset. Mistakes are learning opportunities, not failures. Educational risks are being encouraged, and with hard work, determination, and good strategies, we are achieving success. It's our approach to getting better at math.
I know for a fact that a growth mindset has impacted me and my school, because you go into a classroom and there are the certain students in the classroom that are completely, they hate math. Their mindset is that math isn't going to help me, I'm not going to do it. But once we've taught them that a growth mindset is going to help them, and we've encouraged everybody to try a growth mindset, I know that it's helped me because it really opened up my mind and inspired me to participate more in class and enjoy and come into class knowing that I wanted to be there and I wanted to learn. I've seen my classmates sitting in math and enjoying it, and kids that never participated before, like putting up their hand and answering questions.
Growth mindset to me is really all about change, and once I joined Math Council and I've seen that I can make a change in other people's lives and help other people achieve a growth mindset, it's really helped me have a growth mindset into helping others and changing the way we learn to make it more relevant to us and to make it more fun to help those other students engage in math.
I am a strong student in math. It's just I would go into math saying, oh, I'm here again. But now that I've seen the growth mindset, it's really made me think, and it's opened my mind to new experiences. So now I really enjoy it more.
It's almost better to make a mistake than to get the answer right, because it helps you engage more and learn how to do it right, and then it'll kind of stick with you. Because I'm more a kinesthetic learner, so I'm all about the experiences, and making a mistake is an experience that I'll remember to do the right next time.
When I make mistakes, I don't get upset, because when I was younger, I used to get upset if I made a mistake. Now I just realize it's a learning experience, and if I make a mistake, I'm going to learn from it so I can do better next time.
We are also acting on the recommendations of our own math task force and the Ministry of Education's Ontario Math Strategy to help our students and teachers be more comfortable with math and to achieve stronger results. Math scores in EQAO testing have declined in recent years, but Greater Essex County District School Board Grade 9 students have shown improvement, and results among our applied students continue to exceed provincial averages. Still, we will pursue another 5% increase in those provincial test scores by 2017. Aggressive, yet realistic, targets of 10% increases are also being set for primary reading and primary and junior math. And we are aiming for 5% increases in the results for primary and junior writing, junior reading, and on the Ontario Secondary School Literacy Test. During the past school year, our students welcomed hundreds of newcomers from many parts of the world. Among the language learning opportunities provided was an expansion of our already successful summer learning program.
For summer, I like reading book and swimming, and for school, I'm reading for math. That's 3, not more.
لا، في عنده تحسن كتير، يعني عم لاحظ انه عم بيشارك وعم بيخالط وعم بيحكي كمان. اوقات مثلا طلعوا معي انه حتى شوي بيحكي معي بيساعدني بالحكي يعني.
So he thinks that he's improving a lot. He's participating more right now, and when Dad goes out, he helps him with interpretation outside in the community.
بتقول the learning English good, swim good, paint
Yes.
Painting, yes. Same Hasna. Yes, Hasna in school, come office, help language in Arabic and English for a newcomer.
My miss helped me, like in the story. He said this chair and this the table, and my friends and speak Arabic and English help me too.
بتسألني لكم أسبوع.
لا انه كيف شفت انه كيف انت شايف انه هن بهال3 اسابيع اللي تعلموا فيها وتحسنوا باللغه، شو انت جوابك لهم بهذا الشيء؟
Good, very good. And I am all family and come here in 1 year. No English. Now English 15%. كيف ساعدوني مثلا in shopping, go in shopping. I am no understand. Come Hasna, come Batul. Help me. Yes, help me for Tim Hortons. Yes. How many cups you need? Tattoo for Canada.
Oh, wow.
In all, more than 2,000 students benefited from one of our summer programs, including our Reach Ahead program.
My grade 8 teacher brought it up, and I thought it'd be a good idea to start off high school with an extra credit. It helped me by knowing other people in the school and knowing my way around. And I wasn't totally surprised by how different high school was from grade school because I had that extra class. I knew more people than what I would have going into it without that class. You had to fit kind of a whole semestered class into 1 month. So it was a lot of work, but it was pretty manageable.
The Greater Essex County District School Board is still the only Ontario school board that has received a grant from the Ontario Ministry of Economic Development, Employment and Infrastructure to offer what we call the Student Ventures Program. Secondary school students can earn co-op credits and gain experience as well as money by starting their own business. Last year, 23 students earned credits toward graduation with their student ventures. David Garrett, a precision machinist in the Ontario Youth Apprenticeship Program at Herman, displayed his skill in the trade by winning the gold medal at the Canadian Skills Competition. David is just one of our many students learning a trade in school and at a placement in the community.
At a young age, we've got a lot of these young adults that are coming in and they're seeing what's real in our industry, what's real in our town, and they've got a lot of opportunities to pick a path. So at a younger age, it's very encouraging to get them in and work with them and see them grow and understand the direction to which they want to move. There's a lot of jokes in industry, and one of the big jokes today is the gray-haired tsunami. And what that means is our industry's gotten a little bit older, and as you look around, the color of the hair has changed, meaning that it's an aging workforce. So there's been a lot of talk about young adults, students coming into the workforce at a younger age. So being a part of that, being part of the solution, I feel it's very important. It's self-serving, of course. We need to grow and we need people to do that. But it's important to educate people, and awareness is also very important, that they understand what's out there and what's available and what they may see.
Our staff have engaged students in social emotional teaching with programs such as Roots of Empathy, Tribes, Mindfulness, and Safe Talk.
It's very important for us as student leaders to be trained in Safe Talk because we recognize students and we recognize behaviors, and we can kind of tune in because as student leaders, we're everywhere at once. So we can see the behavior and the change and identify it, and then ask those harder questions and really get to know those students and connect them with people who can help them. Even though academics are very important, the social emotional learning is extremely important for our development. We have to really learn about others and figure out how to navigate through this really weird world that we live in right now.
We also offer opportunities for staff to improve. Last year, teachers and support staff experienced an early years classroom at Glenwood Public School to learn more about structured learning for students with special needs.
In the FTK environments, we have many different teams. They may consist of a teacher, an ECE, teacher ECEA, DSW. So there's different professionals that come together to make sure that this program is being run the way it's supposed to. So each one of us have a specific role that we play in our program planning, and each one of us have our own expertise that we bring together so that we can make sure that the program is being implemented properly. I enjoy helping my colleagues, so I've had such great success within my classroom that going out into the system and helping other educators, we've definitely seen success.
There is an attitude spreading throughout the Greater Essex County District School Board. That attitude encourages us to be better in everything we do.
In math, because I like the problem solving and I like when I get it right. But when I get it wrong, that's okay too. I just learn more ways just to do it.
We value community partnerships. Partnerships function in different ways, but with similar intended results. We want to create opportunities that respond to the needs of our students and that enhance their achievement. However, the benefits of productive and sustainable partnerships have to be equitable, so we want to make sure that the people and the organizations that are helping our students also gain from the experience. A number of these partnerships help us embrace the diversity of our region. This year, all our high schools and the Board Administrative Building flew the Pride flag to align with Pride Month, North America, in support of LGBTQ members of our community. We joined our First Nations, Métis, and Inuit partners to create a powwow held at Kennedy Collegiate. It was held to honor our FM&I students and to share our First Nations culture with the Greater Essex community. It was also a celebration of the National Aboriginal History Month in June. Our partnerships also engage more people in learning. Last year, we began an arrangement at the Southwest Detention Center, offering opportunities to adult learners serving sentences at the facility.
This is novel in a number of ways because it is a maximum security institution. They recognize that there's a need, and so this education pilot was born. What I'm doing there with my students is providing credit earning up to grade 12. So the hope is that people who are enrolled in school can earn their grade 12 diploma, because we know education really does make a difference on the outside. So from the Ministry of Corrections perspective, we also know that it reduces recidivism as well, so the reoffending behavior, and it also gives them more opportunities when they do get out to get a job. It is very new, a new concept. So there have been a lot of different barriers at first to work through and together, but it's now in the second school year, and it's going very well. So we're all supportive of each other, and I think every partner wants to see this continue. I'm so happy to report that my students are motivated to come to school. They want to come. They do their work while in class. Then they also do work on their unit, and they're all achieving. Sometimes for the first time, they're meeting with success.
Our schools also built relationships within their own communities. Kingsville District High School plays a large role in building the displays for their town's award-winning Fantasy of Lights. And many of our elementary schools take advantage of the environmental education programs offered by the Essex Region Conservation Authority. This year, our board joined NORCAN, an international research project with partners from Alberta and Norway. The focus is equity of access in mathematics and the variables that lead to success in math. Our board extended a long-time partnership with United Way to offer On Track to Success at Leamington District Secondary School to assist students facing challenges to graduation.
Being accepted into the On Track to Success program made me feel excited and less worried about high school. Before I knew about the On Track to Success program, I felt very nervous about high school at first. And then once I found out about it, it made me feel 10 times better.
Because of United Way, my daughter is going to actually be able to realize her dreams and have the future that she's pictured for herself. And that's what that's what any parent would love to see happen.
I'm very thankful for the United Way, for all the financial support, and so now I know that I won't be falling back in any classes because now I have the tutoring and all the support I need.
Robotics programs throughout Greater Essex continue to thrive, thanks in part to the assistance of the Council of Ontario Directors of Education. Last year, the Bell River District High School team earned a spot at the first Robotics Championship through the regional event held here in Windsor. To assist with building partnerships, our board completed its first customer service plan this year, and we are using an increasing number of media platforms to inform and interact with our community partners. We are responsible managers of our resources. Under the leadership of our Board of Trustees, we manage an operating budget of more than $400 million. We have continued to work with the ministry's school board efficiencies modernization measures to encourage the management of underutilized space. In an effort to right-size and upgrade the quality of our school buildings, our board has continued to aggressively pursue capital funding from the Ministry of Education. This past year, we completed a $10 million expansion at Tecumseh Vista Academy and finished work on W.F. Herman Academy for its new K-12 school community. We began construction of a new Leamington District Secondary School this year and also received grants totaling almost $75 million to build a new elementary school in the North Shore area and a permanent home for the Giles Campus French Immersion Public School, as well as a new K-12 school in Kingsville that will consolidate 3 school communities into one. Operationally, we have also worked to be more efficient with a new automated attendance program for staff, continued promotion of our school cash online system for families, and the advancement of our new online learning management system, EDSB.
The most important is the real-time communication between the classroom and the office. Being able to see if a student's late, absent, if they actually showed up in class, if the student left the classroom for an extended period of time in the comment section. Being able to, if a parent calls in and wants to know if their student arrived, being able to look on EDSB and say, yes, they're here. And before we'd have to call into the classroom, disrupt the classroom, then go back on the phone with the parent. So it's a lot quicker, a lot faster, the communication's there. You can rely on it more, and also, I think because of the platform that it's on, the students are more apt to participate. You can do so much more with it than we actually do, and it's going to get exciting once it actually gets implemented with more and more and more.
Our staff and students continue to make environmental stewardship a priority. 46 schools received Ontario EcoSchool certification last year. 21 were in the gold category, and 2 schools, Leamington District Secondary School and Massey Secondary School, earned platinum certification, the organization's highest level of achievement. Our environmental stewardship also made a difference financially for the board through savings realized by schools, reducing electrical and water usage through the Energy Challenge.
All those little things certainly do add up. You know, using the commercial sweeper, so you're saving hydro that way, making sure that the hot water tank is not being used in excess, making sure that those windows are shut. Lights off lunches are a great thing to do. I want to have the children understand that caring is an important thing. So explaining to them the reasons why I care, why I love the planet, why it's so important, the fact that we only have one Earth, and why recycling is so paramount for our entire future, for their future, as well as not overuse of energy and just being responsible with themselves as students in their school and taking ownership of that responsibility.
Our efforts to do the right thing for the planet were also recognized by outside agencies. IRCA presented all of its annual educational awards to Leamington District Secondary School, General Amherst High School, and teacher Lisa Jeffrey. On behalf of everyone at the Greater Essex County District School Board, thank you for taking the time to review my annual report. We can be very proud of our success in the 2015-16 school year, but there are still challenges to be met and achievements that we will celebrate. Next year, I look forward to reporting on our involvement in a provincial pilot to expand the Empower Reading program in our board. And we will have a great deal to share about our capital construction projects. EDSB will be rolled out to parents and guardians. This will support our goal of increasing parent engagement. As well, we are launching a new website platform. There will be an added concentration on student well-being through the provincial well-being strategy, as well as the school climate surveys, which will be conducted this year. And we continue our preparations to offer the International Baccalaureate program at 2 high schools in the coming school year. This internationally recognized diploma focuses on global mindedness and can provide advanced standing in post-secondary education. I'm excited about the opportunities and very hopeful about the possibilities in the year ahead.